Namaskarbhyah, Ram Ram Ram. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwarah, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini, Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada, Pathami Samskritam Nityam Vadami Samskritam Sada, Dhyayami Samskritam Samyak. Vande Samskrita Mataram, Vande Samskrita Mataram, Vande Samskrita Mataram. Namaskarbhyah, Ram Ram Ram. Hope you're able to hear me. Ast. So far, we have covered what is a pada. Pada is nothing but a word, a group of aksharas that convey a meaning. We've also looked at different types of padani. Namapadam, which is noun. Noun takes 3 vachanas and 3 lingas. Lingatrayam, vachanatrayam. Last class, we covered Sarvanamapadam. Pronouns. How the pronouns change according to vachana, change according to gender, and depending on the location of the object. We also saw a Prashnavachaka Sarvanamapadam, which is the question Sarvanamapadam. Today we will cover Kriyapadam and Vakyam. Okay, before we get into the Kriyapada and Vakyam, we'll just do a quick revision. So, Sarvanamapada Parichayaha, Dakarantaha, Tad Shabdaha. You can tell me what the Shabda is that we learned. Ram Mahodaya.
The Tat Shabdaha include Saha in masculine, Saha, Tau, Te. In Strilingam, it is Saw, Te, Taha. In Napumsakalingam, it is Tat, Te, Tani.
Uttama. Saha taute, sa te taha, tat te tani. And tat shabdaha usually refers to something which
that is a little bit distant from us.
Little bit distant from us, which is far away from us. Uttama Mahodaya. Very good.
Thank you.
Saroja aunty, can you frame sentences?
Balakaha or Saha Balakaha.
Uttamam.
Tau Balakau. Te Balakaha. Sa Balika. Te Balike. Taha Balikaha.
Uttamam.
And the Tat Palam. Te Pale. Tani Palani.
Uttamam. Very good. Tani.
And Nadi.
Sa
Nadi. Te Nadyau. Taha Nadyaha.
Taha Nadyaha. Excellent. Very good. Uttamam aunty. Very good. So here it is very similar to the Balika and Phala, where it is Balakaha, Balakau, Balakaha, Balika, Balike, Balikaha, Phalam, Phale, Phalani. The exceptions that we need to remember is Pullingaha, Bahuvachanam. And in Tad Shabda, it is Saha and Sa. Lot of times we will say it Taha, Taute, Tate, Taha. That is a classic mistake that we make. So need to remember Saha, Taute, Sa, Te, Taha, Tat, Te, Tani. So these are all pronouns or Sarvanama Padani that indicate something which is away from us. Now, in a similar fashion, we have etad shabdah. Jayanti Bhagini.
Eshah balakah.
Just say the first table Bhagini. Eshah.
Okay. Okay. Eshah etau ete. Esha ete etaha. Etat ete etani.
Uttamam. So etad refers to something which is
Far away, distant. Sorry. No, sorry. Which is close by.
Which is near to us. Correct. Uttamam
Okay.
Bhagini. Very good. So etad refers to something which is close to us, which is relatively near to us. So it is Eshah etau ete, Esha ete etaha, Etat ete etani. So if we remember the tad shabdah, and how do you remember this and that? So tad is that which is far away. So have that as your clue. The main difference is you prefix everything with a for the etad shabda. So if you remember tad shabda, etau, ete, etaha. The only difference would be instead of saha and sa, it is yeshah and yesha. So that is the difference here. Prabha Bhagini, Vakyani Vadat.
Namaskaraha.
Namaskaraha, Prabha.
Ramaha Eshaha.
Eshaha Ramaha.
Sorry. Eshaha Ramaha. Eshau Ramau.
Eshau
Ethau Ramau. Ete Ramau. Balakah. Ramaha.
Uttamam.
Esha Sita. Ete Sithe. Etaha Sitaha.
Uttamam.
Etat Dvichakram. Ete Dvichakre. Ethani Dvichakrani.
When you say Dvichakram, you mean?
Bicycle.
Bicycle is Dvichakrika.
Oh, so there is no Dvichakra?
Not that I know of. Did you find it in the dictionary?
I just made it up, I think.
Okay. I don't think there is Dvichakram.
Sorry.
Chakram. Chakram is Napumsakalingam. So, Chakram.
Because we learned Chakram is wheel, right? So I just...
It is Dvichakrika. The one that has two chakras is called Dvichakrika. It is a Strilinga pada.
Okay, so can I use Pushpam then?
Pushpam or Chakram. Chakram is
Chakram is good.
Napumsakalingam.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Chakram.
Etat Chakram, Ete Chakre, Etani Chakrani.
Chakrani.
Chakrani. No.
Uttam. Very good.
Dhanyavadaha.
It's good that you're trying without seeing. I think that is how we all learn. Very good. And then we have the Makaranta Idam Shabdaha. So when do we use this? Komala Bhagini?
Namaskara.
Namaskara.
Idam sabtam na. Idam sabtam hai na. Eshaha. Edau.
Idam Shabda decline?
Idam close to I am. Okay. So random idam hai na. Adu edat sabtam, idu idam sabtam. Okay. Okay. I am. Imau. Ime.
Very good.
Strilinga. Iyam. Ime. Imaha. Nabumsakalingaha. Idam. Ime. imani.
Uttama. Very good. So this refers to something which is close to us, personal to us, or it is used a lot in literature. So ayam imau ime, iyam ime im uttamam bagni, iyam ime imaha, idam ime imani. How do you remember this? The confusion comes always, is it ayam or iyam, right? So you can remember us, we always start with pullinga and a, ayam, right? Is the first akshara. So ayam, iyam, and then idam. This part is easy because it is similar to the etau, ete, that part is similar. So ayam, iyam, idam. Jyoti Bhagni, vakyani vadati va.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm.
So I made my stickers. Chashakaha is cup. So
Mm.
I am Chashakaha.
Mm.
Imau Chashakau.
Mm.
Ime
Mm.
Chashake.
Mm.
Iyam, I made the sticker for clock. Gati.
Mm. Mm.
Iyam Gati.
Mm.
Ime Gatyaha.
Mm.
Gatye.
Uh-huh.
Gate only, is it?
No. How does, what shabda do you remember for ikaranta strilinga?
Nadi.
Nadi. So say nadi.
Nadi, Nadyau,
Mm.
Gatyau,
Mm.
and Nadye, Gatye. Okay. Ime,
Uh-huh. Nadi, nadyau.
Nadye.
Uh?
Oh, Nadyaha.
Uh-huh. Nadi, nadyau.
Nadyaha.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot.
Nadi, nadyau.
Kupyaha. Kupyaha. So,
Kupyaha. Kupi,
Kupyaha.
kupu. Ah. So
Kupyaha.
nadi, nadyau.
Nadyaha.
Ah.
Nadyaha.
Nadi, nadyau, nadyaha. So ghati.
Gati, Gatyau,
Mm.
and Nadyau. Gatyau.
Uh-huh.
Gatyaha.
Ah, ghatyaha. Correct. So iyam ghati, ime ghatyau, imaha
Gatyaha.
ghatyaha. Uttamam. What is your either for idam?
For idam, I put ball, kandukam.
Ah.
Idam kandukam,
Mm.
ime kanduke,
Mm.
imani kandukani.
Very good. Uttamam. Very good. Uttamam. Very well tried. Ayam imau ime, iyam ime imaha, idam ime imani. So this also refers to this, something close to us, but it is used more in the context of something very personal to us. So I think Bhagni has a favorite cup. She has a favorite clock and she has a favorite ball, I think, that she plays with. And the last one, which is Kim Shabda. Shri Vidya Bhagni.
Okay, it is Prashnavachakah and used in case of what or who. So the descent is Kaha, Kau, Ke, Ka, Ke, Kaha, Kim, Ke, Kani.
Uttamam. Kaha, Kauke, Kake, Kaha, Kim, Ke, Kani. Uttamam. Very good. Sharada Bhagni. Sharada Bhagni, Vakyani.
Kah Ramah, Kau Ramah, Kau Ramau, Ke Ramah, Striling, Ka Sita, Ke Sitau, Ke Site, Kaha Sitaha, Napumsakalingam, Kim Pushpaha, Ke Pushpau, Kani Pushpani,
Ke?
Pushpau.
Kim, Ke, Kani. Phalam? Say phala. Phalam?
Phalam. Phalam. Kim phalam?
Mm.
Phale? Kani palani?
Phalam phale phalani. So kim
Palani.
phalam ke phale kani phalani. Very good.
Palani.
Mm.
Thank you, Bhagini.
Uttamam. Very good. So this is the Prashnavachaka Shabdaha. So you can decline this Balakaha, Balakau, Balakaha, which is the Pullinga Shabda, Vachanatrayam. This is in third person, where you're referring to somebody else. So you can combine each of these like we frame the sentences. Similarly, you can do for Strilinga and you can do for Napumsakalinga Pada. So each of these can be combined. One more thing to remember is when you do the Prashnavachaka Shabdaha, if you are using the Sarvanama Pada in the Prashnaha, the answer should have the same Sarvanama Pada. So, Etat Kim. There is a, for example, there is a vessel in front of you. The child is asking, Etat Kim. You should say, Etat Patram. Tat Kim. Tat Vahanam. So it has to, the answer should be in the, if you're using a Sarvanama Pada. If you're saying, Ka Patram, Shamyata, Kim Patram, then you can say Etat Patram, which is Patram, Etat Patram or Tat Patram, Idam Patram, based on the context. If the Prashnaha or the question has a Sarvanama Pada, the Uttaram or the answer should have the same Sarvanama Pada. It has to be consistent. Okay. Any questions before we move to Kriya Padam?
So the answer has to be based on the Prashnavachaka.
The answer will anyways be based on Prashnavachaka, but if you have a Sarvanama Pada, the answer should have the same Sarvanama Pada. Like for example, you cannot say Etat Kim and answer Tat.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay.
If you say Etat Kim, what is this? You have to say this is vessel. You cannot say what is this. You can't answer saying that is, right? If you question this, then the answer also should be in this.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
Kim is who or what, depending on the pada. So if you are using it, that's a good question. So if you're using it mostly for non-living things, it would be more closer to what? And who will be closer to a person? So who is Rama? He is Rama. So in English, you can loosely translate it to he, she, it. Though in Sanskritam, Mitram is a person, but then you are using it as Napumsakalinga. In the literal English translation, it would fall under the it category. Similarly, Vrikshaha is a non-living thing, but then Vrikshaha is a Pullinga Pada. So whether it is who or what depends on what you are referring to in that context, whether it is a person or a thing. What are you bringing or who are you bringing? There is a difference. Tat kim. Then what is that? Iti artha atra. What is kim tat? So at this point, you frame the question later. So tat kim. What is that? Tat pushpam. That is a flower. Kaha Ramaha Saha Ramah. So who is Rama? If you ask Kaha Vrikshaha, then it will be more like which is Vriksha. Like if you had to literally translate into English. When etad and when idam is used. I have covered this in the class. Who can answer this? When is etad and when is idam used? Sharda Bagni is asking. When is etad used and when is idam used? Srividya Bagni vadatu.
So etat is used when you are referring to something which is close by. This and idam is used to refer to somebody who is very close to us, connected personally to our body, and predominantly used in the Sanskrit literature.
Correct.
My daughter, my thing. So idam vahanam. I am putri. I am putraha. My son, my daughter, my vehicle. So idam is used then. Eshaha minaha. Esha dola. So it is used in case to refer to this object. This
Which
in
might
that context.
be very personal to you. Correct. Dhanyavadah Bagni. Saha Vrikshaha Sa Nadi. Correct. That is a tree and that is a Nadi. If you had to literally translate Saha, then it would be he. But we know Vrikshaha is an object. Nadi is more like an object, right? So you can translate it to that is a tree, that is Nadi. But he is friend. Meaning for words, you have to start looking up in the dictionary. As much as possible, if you don't know so starting from this class, if you don't know a word, note it down. After the class, go back and look up the dictionary. You need to start practicing that. Any other questions? Jayanti Bagni, Prashna Hasti va?
No, nothing. I just wanted to reply for the previous question.
Okay. Okay. Are there any other questions? Vamanapte is a good dictionary, but it doesn't cover everything. My recommendation would be to use the Ashtadhyayi or the spoken Sanskrit link that I had given, the learnsanskrit.cc. These two are very good. It's based on Monier Williams and they're very good. If you really want a hard copy, Vamanapte, I can share the front cover. I have it too, but I hardly use it. I look it up only online. Yeah, Astu Rama Mahodaya Vadatu.
Thank you, Bhagini. I've got a quick question here. Yesterday, you tested us with the word Kim, and then you put blank, blank, blank. We answered Ete Kim. Is Ete K can refer to masculine plural, feminine dual, and neuter dual?
Correct. So that Ete can refer to Pullingaha Bahuvachanam, Strilingaha Dvivachanam, Napumsakalinga Dvivachanam. It can refer to all the three. So you can write the answer in any of the three and it will be correct. So how do you know what it refers to? It is based on context.
Okay. This second question is in your homework 8, you put the word cycle. Cycle can mean many things, right? Was there anything particular in mind you had?
Oh, I should have probably given bicycle. I wanted the answer Dvichakrika. I will correct
Okay.
the
Okay, good. And the third quick question is, can the word chatram, in addition to umbrella, can it also refer to, in Tamil, we say chatram, in villages, they have this big house where they free food and all that.
I don't think so, Mahodaya. We'll have to look up.
Oh,
And
okay.
standard chatram that we use is umbrella. Even in Shodachopachara, we say that no chatram samarpayami,
I see.
chamaram samarpayami. So the chatram in general refers to umbrella.
I see. Okay, thank you.
Dictionary. Astu. Okay. Now, Kriya Padam. Kriya Padam means action words, which are nothing but verbs. So, Kriya means some kind of action that is happening. Kriya Padam means action word, that which indicates an action happening. So, Kriya Padam essentially means verb. Whenever we decline Kriya Padams, similar to the root word that we have for Nama Padam. What is the root of Nama Pada called? You can type it out in chat. Namapadam is called noun. So the root from which the Namapadam declines, we saw that in one of the classes. It is called Pratipadikam. Correct. Uttamam Dayabhagini. So similar to Pratipadikam that we have for Kriya Padam, it is called Dhatuhu. You will see this word being used very, very frequently when you are declining. Compared to Pratipadikam, this is Dhatu is something that will come repeatedly when you are declining different tenses or lakaras. So, for example, Pathati. The word Pathati means reads. It declines from the Dhatu or the root Pat. Likhati means write. It declines from the dhatu called lik. Patati means fall. It declines from the root pat. So most of the times you will see in this level, when you have pathati, it is pat. Likhati, it is lik. Patati, it is pat. So before the ti, you remove the iti. Ati. And that becomes the dhatu. So, pat, lik, pat. That is the root word of the Kriya Pada. So, today we'll see a few Kriya Padas. I would request everybody to note it down as we read these. We can use this as a reading exercise also. Okay, can I have somebody who's not read so far at all? There are so many who haven't. Brinda Bhagini, Sunita, Sudha A, Sindhu Bhagini. I'm just looking at Ramya Srinivasan. So few who have Brinda Bhagini Patatu.
Patati, pat.
Means reads. So please take a new fresh page and write down. I have collected quite a few dhatus or quite a few kriya padas that you will be seeing very frequently in Pravesha level. Not only in Pravesha, in subsequent levels also. So if you are familiar with this set, you will mostly be able to decipher text that is given to you to read. You will be able to construct sentences, vakyams. So make sure that this set that is being shown in this class, you are very familiar. Pathati means reads. Very good.
Likhati.
Lik. Means
writes. Khadati. No, khadati. Khad. Eats. Pibati. Pa.
So here the root word is pa. It's not pib dhatu, it is pa dhatu. So pa dhatu is declined as pibati. So there are always exceptions, and this has been defined in the Vyakaranam by Panini Maharishi. So we'll have to know the root also. When you are just coming across Kriya Padas, it is good to know the declension and also the root. The root will help you decline other tenses as well. So it makes it easy. Pibati, pa.
Drinks. Kridati. Kridam.
Creed.
Creed.
Means play.
Play. Rakshati. Raksha.
Guesses? Any guess?
Say. Protect.
Protect. Correct. Rakshati means protect. Very good. Uttamam Bhagini. Dhanyavadaha. So, pathati, likhati, khadati, pibati, kridati, rakshati. You can number and write it down. If you miss something, you can go back and fill it. Krishna Kumar Mahodaya. Next set. I think I have about 6 slides of these dhatus.
Pranam Mata.
Namaskara.
Hasati, has. Laugh.
Laugh. Correct.
Pashyati. Sh.
Drish.
Hrish, sorry, Hrish. Pashyati means eating, consuming.
Pashyati means to see.
Okay, see, okay. Thank you.
So here the dhatu is different. So pipati, you can circle the pipati dhatu where the root is pa. Similarly, pashyati, the dhatu who is drish dhatu. So drish declines as, in Tamil also we call it darshanam, right? Which comes from Samskritam.
Okay.
Swami darshan, it comes from Samskritam drish, to see.
Patati, pat. I don't know the meaning.
Fall. Patati.
Fall. Yes. Patati, correct.
To fall.
Namati. Nama means praying or.
Correct. Very good. Praise.
Thank you.
Namati is praise. Uttamam.
Then Davati, jumping.
Sorry, Mahodaya.
Jumping.
Run.
Run, okay.
Is jumping. Runs. Dhavati means, I think Hindi probably Daud came from this.
Correct, Daud, right. Badati. Is there? Coming?
Say.
Okay, speak, okay.
Yeah, say or speak. Uttamam. Dhanyavadaha, Mahodaya.
Dhanyavadaha.
Hasati, pashyati, patati, namati, dhavati, vadati. So here one exception that we have seen is the drish dhatu, which declines as pashyati. Shanta Bhagini.
Gachati. Gachati.
Means go.
Go.
So this is also gam dhatu, not gach dhatu. It is gam.
Gamta. Agachati. A plus gam. Coming.
Comes, correct.
Comes.
So when you can have a dhatu and you can prefix it with a, 1 second, Bhagini, you have to wait. You can have a dhatu and you can prefix it. And when you prefix it, the meaning could change. It could be the opposite. It could be reiterating, or it could mean a word which is completely different, which we will see later. So here, gum is prefixed with a. In this example, when it is prefixed with a, it becomes the opposite. So
opposite.
gachati is goes. Agachati is comes. Next one.
Nayati, e dhatuku. Bring, bring,
Take.
takes out.
Take.
Takes.
Nayati. So this is
Takes.
also an exception. Ni dhatu. So ni becomes nayati, which is take.
Anayati, a plus ni, that is brings.
This is brings. So takes, brings.
Opposite. Kadayati, kad dhatuku.
Kat.
Kat dhatuku. So kadayati speaks.
Narrates.
Narrate.
The Tamil kadai, katha is from this root, which is kat.
Yachati. Yach dhatuku.
Yach dhatu.
Yach dhatuku. Yach is so. One kekrada.
Give.
Gives.
In Tamil, we call yachanam. Asking somebody to give. Tamil yachanam comes from this yach. Yachati. Yach. Uttamam. Dhanyavadah. Gachati. Agachati. Nayati. Anayati. Kathayati. Yachati. So here, gum. This is dhatu we will use very, very frequently. So initially, when we start framing sentences, one dhatu that we will use very frequently is pathati, reading, and the other one is gachati. The sentence framing, these two will be used very frequently. So remember these: gachati, agachati, pathati, kadati. So eating, reading, somebody who goes and somebody who comes. Shri Bhagini.
Namaskaraha Bhagini.
Namaskaraha.
Archati. Arch. Puja pandrathu.
Worship. Very good.
Worshipping. Ghayati. Ghaya.
There is no Mahaprana sound there. Gayati, gai.
Gai, singing.
Singing, correct. Gayati, gai, correct. Next one.
Nrutyati. Nrutya. Nrutyati na dancing.
Correct. Dances. Very good.
Vahati. Vah shabda.
Vahdatuhu.
Vahdatuhu. Vahati na enna theriyala.
Carries.
Okay. Carry. Trishtati.
Read it one more time.
Tishtati.
Tishtati.
Tishtati. Sta.
Stha dhatu.
Ta dhatuhu. Tishtati na nikkardu. Stands. Nikkarda. Okay. Uttishtati. Uttishtati. Ut plus ta.
Uttu plus ta. So here, there is a prefix or upasarga which is used there. Uttishtati.
Uttishti. Elundukardu.
We have heard, we hear it every day in Suprabhadamu.
Adanala dhaan nyabagam varudhu. Gets up. Okay.
Gets up. Uttishtati. Uttamam. Very well read, Bhagini.
Dhanyavada Bhagini.
Dhanyavadaha. So archati, gayati, nrityati, vahati, tishtati, uttishtati. So here, gai dhatu. Gayati also we will use quite frequently. Stha, tishtati. Kanan Mahodaya.
Ram Ram.
Ram Ram.
Upavishati.
Mm.
Upa plus vish.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know the meaning.
Sits. No problem.
Six.
Sits.
Acha. Okay. Chorayati.
Mm.
Chur.
Mm.
Is it stealing? Something?
Stealing, correct. Hindi chor
Steals.
is from this chorayati. Mm.
Yeah. Shalayati.
Very good. Mm.
Shal.
Mm. Means washing.
Washes. Okay.
Mm.
Washes.
Mm.
Tadayati.
Mm.
Tad.
Mm.
No, I don't know the meaning of this.
Eating.
Beats. Oh,
Mm.
beating. Beats.
Mm.
Vikasati.
Mm.
V plus kas.
Mm.
It's something improvement or development, something.
When it comes to human, it is improvement, development. It is more used in the context of flowers blooming.
Blooming, vikasati. Okay.
Mm.
Vikasati. Asti.
Mm.
Asdhatu.
Mm.
Means it is there. Yes.
Yes. So this is another one which we will use very commonly. Balakaha asti.
Asti.
The boy is there. Balakaha asti. So here, Dhanyavadaha Mahodaya, well read. Upavishati, chorayati, kshalayati, tadayati, vikasati, asti. So when you have such dhatus, you can also try relating the dhatu with an object, right? So kshalayati. So in general, when there is washing involved, what will be washed most of the times? It will be clothes. So you can think of the Sanskritam word for clothes, which we saw in the last class. Similarly, blooming happens only with flowers. So what is the Sanskritam word for flower, right? So you can think, relate these dhatus with the corresponding mostly or most frequently used padas. It will help you construct sentences. Astu means okay. Lakshmi Bhagini.
Namaskara.
Namaskara.
Nindati. Nind.
Correct. Correct. Condemning or censuring. Correct. Tamil also we say nindanam, no?
Nindanam. Millati. Mill. Meeting.
Meet. Correct. Mela. In Hindi also we say mela, right? When there is a meet that happens.
Prichati. Prich.
This is a dhatu that we will use very frequently. Prichati. Prach means ask.
Ask. Okay.
So the prashnam comes from this.
Suchayati. Such, it should be. Think.
Soch dhatu
and think.
Soch means Hindi we call it suchana also, no? Informs.
Informs. Okay. Suchana. Svikaroti. Svi plus kr. Accepting.
Correct. Very good.
Chalati. Chal. Walk or going.
Correct. Chalati. Uttama Bhagini. Dhanyavada. Nindati. Milati. Prichati. Suchayati. Svikaroti. Chalati. Next set. I think there's one more, I think. Who can read? Ganga Bhagni Patati va? Saraswati Bhagni Patatu.
Shrunethi.
Shrunoti.
Shrunothi. Shruno. Here.
Shru. Shru dhatu. So
Shrunoti.
it is here.
Here. Janati. Jnanati. Jnanati.
Read Bhagni.
Yeah. Padam. Here's. No, it is. It's not clear. I think it is. Yeah. Janati. Nya.
Means knows.
Knows. Karoti. Kru. Just
doing. That's correct.
Dadati. Da. That I don't know the meaning.
Give.
Okay.
Anam is from this, which is the same meaning as yachati. Yachati and dadati mean the same. Means giving.
Yeah. It is pleading. Okay. Bhavati. Bhu.
Means be or become.
Be. Okay. Be. Shrunoti. Hears.
No, there is one more at the end.
Pardon?
There's one more.
Pardon? One more. It's not. It is. Oh, yeah. Here. Gruhnati.
Gruhnati. You don't pronounce it.
Gruhnati.
Gruhnati.
Yeah. Accept.
Gruhnati means to hold.
Hold. Okay. Accept or hold.
Dhanyavadaha Bhagni. So Shrunoti, Janati, Karoti, Dadati, Bhavati, Grinhati. This can also mean catch. The Grahanam is from eclipse. The word that we use is from this catch, right? We say this catches something else. So it's called Grahanam. Okay. Any questions in the Kriya Padas? So how do we know? You know, with time, you have to keep practicing. I will share a document with the most used Kriya Padas, and you can probably take a printout and stick it in your desk and keep reading it again and again. With time, you will be able to get these padas. Yes, Mahodaya, you have a...
Jing. In this Grinnati, the pronunciation is it Grinnati or Grinhati? Whether that ha should be pronounced.
Ha should be pronounced. It's not Grinhati. It is Grinhati. Like Brahma. When we write, when we say Brahma, we write it B-R-A-H-M-A, but we pronounce it B-R-A-M-H-A.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Similarly, for here it is Grinhati.
Okay.
The ha doesn't disappear. It is Grinhati. Each of the dhatus can take, like for example, Bharati, Vahati, these dhatus have multiple meanings. So, and when you add a prefix to it also, sometimes that prefixed word can carry multiple meanings. So at this point, stick to just one dhatu, one meaning, and internalize that first. If you already have little bit of Samskrita Parichayam, then you can look it up in the dictionary and figure out what the other meanings are also. But for starters, these dhatus can have sometimes multiple meaning. Vah is an example. Khrudatu, Bharati is an example. So it is difficult to remember all when you are just starting. So for beginners, you just start with this list and try to remember this list to begin with. That will help you construct sentences. That will help you understand most of the examples which are given in the book. How do we get to use these? That is what we are going to see in the class. So, how do you construct a sentence? A basic sentence, right? Typically has, if you have to make a sentence, it usually has one noun and one verb, right? Boy goes, he reads, she comes. So you can, to frame a sentence, minimum you need one noun, who is the doer, and you need an action that is being done, which is the verb. It can even be, this is a ball, but that is still a verb there. So to create a vakyam, to create a sentence, the least you need is one namapada, and then you need one kriyapada. So vakyam means sentence. A simple vakyam, the most simple vakyam would have a namapada and it would have a kriyapada. For example, Balaha patati, Chhatraha likhati, Mata kathayati. So the boy reads, the student writes, the mother narrates or tells, right? So minimum you require one namapada and one kriyapada in order to form a sentence. So what is sentence in Sanskritam? It is vakyam. How is a vakyam formed? It is formed with the combination of at least one namapada and a kriyapada. Namapada can also be sarvanamapada. When I say namapada, sarvanamapadam is also included there. Saha balakaha. There, that asti, he is a boy. That is understood there. In Sanskritam, that asti is understood there. He is a boy. That is a tree. So that asti, which is, when you don't write that asti, the verb, it is understood in Sanskritam. So which is why we don't say saha balakaha asti. Sa balika asti. Now, the another point to remember about kriya padas is that the kriya padam does not change based on gender. In Sanskritam, everything is lingam based, right? We saw that balakaha is pullingaha, balika is strilingaha, and mitram or phalam would be napumsakalingaha. But the kriya padam does not change. So in this aspect, it is similar to English. Rama goes, Sita also goes. It does not change based on the lingam, whether it is strilingaha, pullingaha, or napumsakalingaha. It remains the same. So the kriya padam that is defined is independent of the lingam. Now, when we write a vakyam, and I had mentioned in last class, there is a rule when you write a vakyam. So in previous examples, you would have noticed that when I'm using a word with im, that ends with im, sometimes a dot is used, sometimes the ma with the halantam is used. So when do you use the dot, which is Anusvara, and when do you use the makara or the m, the im, right? When do you use it? So for example, tat nagaram, that is a city. That asti is understood here. Tat nagaram asti, that is a city. Now this nagaram by default is singular, so that a also is understood, that one is also understood there. Now look at the second sentence, mitram agachati. Mitram means friend. Agachati, we just saw the meaning, which is come. So the friend comes. Phalam patati, fruit falls. Patati means falls. Now you see here makaram is used and here Anusvara format is used. So what is the rule behind using the makaram and the Anusvaram? When it is the end of a sentence, you have to use the makaram. So tat nagaram, tat pushpam, etat phalam. So when it is the end of the sentence and the full stop is indicated by a standing line, you use the makaram. Now, a word which is followed by a swara. So here, if you look at the example, mitram agachati. Now, that mitram is there. The pada following that starts with the swara akshara, the vowel. In that case also, you use makaram. If it is followed by a vyanjanam, then you use anusvaram. So if the next padam begins with vyanjanam, you use the anusvaram. Please note this down, and as and when you write, you practice this. So end of a sentence, end of a vakyam would be makaram. If the next pada begins with swara, again it would be makaram. If the next pada begins with vyanjanam, it would be anusvaram. You would indicate with a dot. So it would be kim phalam. The kim would be with a dot. Kim Vahanam, I'm just trying to think of an example. I am not able to think of an example with makaram there. Mitram would also be anusvaram only. So, tat nagaram, mitram agachati, mitram archati, that will also be makaram there. Mitram atati, atati means wander. That would also be makara. So end of a sentence, if the next pada is starts with the swara aksharam, then it will be makaram. Otherwise, it will be anuswaram. So this is the basic rule of sentence. Now we are going to start constructing sentences. So you need to know the niyama to write a sentence. So here we are going to frame sentences. Let's try doing this together. Can I have some volunteer? Shri Bhagini.
Balakah patati.
That is a boy. So it is balakah. Balakah
Patati.
Patati. Uttamam. Daya Bhagini.
Namaskar. You are able to hear me?
Namaste.
Balika. What is the action? I am unable to make out. I'm sorry.
Writing.
Okay. Likati.
Uttamam.
Likhati.
Balika likhati. Uttamam Bhagini. Vidya Bhagini.
Ashvaha dhavati.
Ashvaha dhavati. For running, it is dhav dhatu. So it is dhavati. Ganga Bhagini.
Namaskaraha.
Namaskaraha.
Mata yachati.
Mother is giving. Correct. Very good. Mata yachati or amba yachati. Both mean the same. Janani yachati. or dadati. That would mean the same. Uttamam Bhagini. So here we are forming sentences with a namapada and a kriyapada together. Now here you can see there is only one doer. There is only one person doing an action. Now, similar to how we have balakaha, balakau, balakaha, lata, late, lataha, phalam, phale, phalani, where you can have one doer, two doers, which is dual, or many doers. Multiple people are doing an action. Ekavachanam, dvivachanam, bahuvachanam. So, in that case, the verb or the kriya padam will take the corresponding vachanam. Now, in Sanskritam, when we talk about uh, present tense, right, where the boy goes, some action which is currently happening, the boy goes, the friend comes, mother cooks, father works, the helper cleans. So some action which is presently happening, which is present tense, it is called lat lakaraha. Note this down. So this is the first lakara. Lakaraha means tense. Lat lakaraha means present tense. Now, corresponding to how we have for the namapada, ekavachanam, dvivachanam, bahuvachanam. Similarly, we have ekavachanam, dvivachanam, bahuvachanam in verbs also. We have it in English also. For example, we say in English there is only singular plural, right? So we say one boy comes, many boys come. There is a change in the verb connotation when it is singular versus plural in English. In Sanskritam, we also have dual, which is dvivachanam. So there is an additional tense or lakara version which is introduced there. So how does it decline? Until now, whatever pada, the nama pada that we have learned, it all refers to a third person, right? But in Sanskritam, it is called prathama purushaha. Prathama means first. So prathama purushaha, which is third person. So you have to remember it in reverse order. Please hold off on questions until I finish this topic. It is distracting for me and the students as well. So hold off on questions until we finish the lakara. So prathama purushaha, which is third person. So how does it decline? Pathati, pathataha, pathanti. So this is ekavachanam, which is pathati, dvivachanam, which is pathataha, bahuvachanam, which is pathanti. So when it is one person who is a doer, you will say pathati. When two people are doing something, then you will say taha. When it is many, you would say inti, pathanti. So how will this decline if it is patati? Let's have members try this. Yachati, dadati can be used interchangeably. Both mean the same. Kombala Bagni.
Namaskaram. Patati. Patataha. Padandi.
Patanti. Patati means false. So patati, patataha.
Padanti.
Not padanti. It is patanti.
Padanti.
You have to say ta, Bagni. Practice saying takaraha there. Patati, patataha, patanti. Uttamam. Shanta Bagni.
Khadati, khadataha, khadanti, khadanti.
Uttamam. Very good. Khadati, khadataha, khadanti. Kannan Mahodaya.
Dhavati, dhavatāha, dhavanti.
Uttamam, very good. Dhavati, dhāvataha, dhavanti. Prabha Bagni.
लिखति, लिखतः, लिखन्ति.
उत्तमं. सरस्वती भगिनी.
हसति, हसन्तः,
हसति,
हसति, हसन्तः,
वै हसन्तः,
पठतः, पठतः, हसन्ति, इकारन्त पुल्लिङ्ग्.
There is no pulling striling, Bhagini. We are dealing with kriyapadas here.
Pulling. Hasanti, hasanti, hasantau, hasantah.
We are looking at kriyapadas, Bhagini. We are not looking at namapadas.
Okay.
So the kriyapada lat lakara table is there in the screen in front of you. Hasati.
Hasatah. Hasanti.
Hasanti. Very good. So one thing we need to remember is the declension of kriyapada and declension of namapada. We should not confuse the two. When it is kriyapadam, you go with the lakaras. Lakaras means tenses. So lat lakara means present tense, and this is independent of the lingam. Pullingaha, strilingaha, napumsakalingaha. Ramaha patati, Sita patati, Mitram patati. It is patati for all, whether irrespective of whether it is pullingaha, strilingaha or napumsakalingaha. So hasati, hasataha, hasanti. Shri Bhagini.
आम भगिनी. पिबति. पिबतिना ड्रिंकिंग நினைக்கிறேன்.
Correct.
पिबति வந்து ஏகவச்சனம் पिबति. द्विवचनं पिबतः, पिबन्ति.
So practice saying pibati, pibataha, pibanti.
Pibati, pibataha, pibanti.
When you see a pada there, you should be able to say all three in prathama purushaha, which is third person. It is the opposite of how we know it in English. Third person is prathama purushaha. So here hasati, hasataha, hasanti. Pibati, pibataha, pibanti. Who wants to try? Ram Mahodaya.
Gacchati, gacchataha, gachanti.
Very good. Gacchati, gacchataha, gachanti. Very good. Saroja aunty.
Pidati, pidataha, pidanti. Pidati, pidati, pidataha, pidanti.
Very good. Kridati, kridataha,
kridanti.
Very good. So, to summarize, latlakara is present tense. So far, whatever namapada we have seen only third person. So, the third person we have seen in 3 lingas, all the 3 genders and 3 vachanas. Vachanatrayam, lingatrayam. 3 lingams and 3 vachanas. So, for that third person, correspondingly, the kriya padam in lat lakaraha, which is present tense, declines as pathati, pathataha, pathanti. Now, how would you combine and say? Now you want to say the boy reads. How would you construct the sentence?
Balakaha patati.
Very good. Balakaha patati.
Balakau patataha.
Very good. Balakau patataha.
Balakaha patanti.
Very good. Balakaha patanti. So correspondingly for ekavachanam, it will be patati. If it is dvivachanam, it will be patataha. If it is bahuvachanam, it will be patanti. Balakaha patati, balakau patataha, balakaha patanti.
Balika patati.
Let somebody else try. Dhanyavad. Daya Bhagini vadatu. Balika.
Balika patati. Balike patatah. Balikaha patanti.
Very good. Balikaha patanti. Very good. Shri Vidya Bhagini.
Grihini patati. Grihanyau patatah. Grihinah patanti.
Last word.
Grihinah patanti.
Why is it Grihinah? What kind of declension is this, Vidya?
Nadi nadyau nadyah.
So Grihini.
Grihanyau.
Grihini.
Grihanyau.
Grihinyau. Grihinyau.
Grihinyau. Grihinyah.
Grihini, Grihinyau, Grihinyah means homemaker. Grihasya nirmanam karoti sa Grihini, homemaker. So Grihini, Grihinyau, Grihinyah. So Grihini patati.
Grihinyau patatah. Grihinyah patanti.
Very good. Grihinyah patanti. Uttamam. Sabita Bhagini.
Mitram padati. Mitre padatah. Patatah. Mitrani padani. Mitrani patani.
Why patani? Padam padingo.
Padani. Padanti.
Mitrani
patanti.
Mitrani patanti. Uttamam. Very good. So mitram patati, mitre patatah, mitrani patanti. Uttamam. So you combine each of the namapadas with the corresponding kriya padam in the corresponding vachanam. And all these are third person. You're referring to somebody else, which is called Prathama Purushaha in Samskrita. What do I have next? Photo. Okay. Prabha Bhagini. Vachanatrayam vadatu. Balakaha.
Balakaha patati.
Dvivachanam.
Balakaha. Balakau patati. Patatah.
Very good. Balakau patataha. Very good. Bahuvachanam.
Balakaha patanti.
Very good. Balakaha patanti. Uttamam. Clicks are very slow. 1 second. Balakaha patati. Balakau patatah. Balakaha patanti. Kannan Mahodaya, next one.
Balika khadati. Balike khadatah. Balikaha
very good.
Khadanti.
Very good. So Balika kadhati. Balike
kadatah. Balikaha
khadanti. Very good. Uttamam. Shanta Bhagini.
Bhagini. Mitram gacchati. Mitre gachatah. Mitrani gacchani.
Mitrani?
Gachani.
Pattu solungo. Pathati.
Patanti. Gachanti. Gachanti. Sorry. Gachanti.
Gachanti. Pathati. Pathattah. Pathanti. So it will
Mitram.
be.
Mitram gachati. Mitre gachatah. Mitrani gachanti.
Uttam. Sharada Bhagini.
नदी वहति नद्यौ वहतः नद्यानि वहन्ति वहन्ति वहति वहतः वहन्तः वहन्ति sorry
Tell me Nadi first.
नदी नद्यौ नद्यः
Nadi Nadyo.
नद्याः
Nadi Nadyo. The voice is breaking. Nadi Nadyo. Correct.
नद्याः
Nadyaha. It's not Nadyaha. Nadi Nadyo.
नद्यः
Nadyaha. So Nadi. Take a minute, Bhagini. Nadi Nadyo Nadyaha. Now Vahati will become Vahati.
वहतः वहन्ति
Correct. Now combine these two. Nadi Vahati.
नदी वहति नद्यौ वहतः
Very good.
नद्याः वहन्ति
Very good. That's it. Nadi Vahati. Nadyau Vahatah. Nadyah Vahanti. Uttamam.
Thank you, Bhagini.
Just take a minute to think the three forms in the Namapada and think the three forms in the Kriya Pada. And then you have to combine one with one. Ekavachanam with Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam with Dvivachanam, and Bahuvachanam with Bahuvachanam. What have I given here? Save. System is very slow. 1 second. The same can be done with as dhatu, which is asti. So how would you say? Let's pick if it is balakah, the boy is there, right? So if we want to say that, is the boy there? Yes, he is there. So how will we say that? Balakah. It becomes asti, staha, stanti. This is also something we will use very frequently. In the textbook, the as dhatu is introduced much later, but the examples are given before. So, and the katha has asti, santi. So I thought introducing now will make it easier for you. Asti, staha, santi. Similar to pathati, pathatah, pathanti. So how will this declare? If it is balakaha, it will be somebody who's not answered or tried till now. I'll help you. Veena Bhagini.
बालकः अस्ति बालकौ स्तः बालकाः सन्ति.
Very good. Balakah asti, balakau stah, balakaha santi. Very good. Jayanti Bhagini.
Namaste Bhagini.
Strilinga pada.
Balika asti. Balike stah. Balikaha santi.
Very good. Balika asti, balike stah, balikaha santi. Very good. Who else wants to try? Somebody who's not tried till now? Rajanishah Mahodaya. ईकारान्त स्त्रीलिङ्गः.
नदी अस्ति, नद्यौ स्तः, नद्यः सन्ति.
Very good. नदी अस्ति, नद्यौ स्तः, नद्यः सन्ति. One river, two rivers, many rivers. Very good. Uttamam. Vijayaraghavan Mahodaya. Last one. The Napumsakalinga pada.
मित्रम् अस्ति, मित्रे स्तः, मित्राणि स्तानि.
मित्राणि सन्ति.
सान्ति.
सन्ति.
सन्ति सन्ति.
उत्तमम्.
मित्राणि सन्ति.
पठति, पठतः, पठन्ति, अस्ति, स्तः, santi. We'll do I think I have an abhyasa next. I think if we do the change into plural. So bahuvachane parivartayata. Let's try this. It will help you connect the namapada and the kriya pada. Who wants to try this out? Daya Bhagini?
Putraha khadati. Dvivachanam also or bahuvachanam only?
Only bahuvachanam.
Bahuvachanam. Putraha putrau putraha. Putraha khadanti.
Very good. Putraha khadanti. Very good. Ganga Bhagini?
Yeah, namaskara. Namaskara.
Namaste.
Mahila hasati. Balikaah. So Mahilaha hasanti.
Mahilaha
hasanti.
Very good. Mahilaha hasanti. Very good. Prabha Bhagini? I've made a mistake there. One second. My system has become sudden. Let me stop share for a second. It's become very smooth. Screen is visible now. Let's try.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I think it's gotten better. Okay, Mahilaha. I should have add ha. Aha. Okay, I'll do the fix later. Try this, Prabha. Nadi vahati.
Nadi vahati. Nadyaha vahanti.
Nadyaha vahanti. Very good. Uttama. Krishna Kumar Mahodaya.
Mata.
Patatu. Aja went on mute.
Ajaha charanti.
Read the sentence, Mahodaya. Aja.
Aja charati.
Bahuvachanam.
Ajaha.
Ajaha.
Ajaha
Ajaha.
charanti. Ajaha
Very good.
charanti. Thank
Very
you.
good. Ajaha charanti. Very good. Shanta Bhagini.
आं भगिनि फलं पतति फलानि पतन्ति
Very good. Phalam patati. Phalani patanti. Very good. Vidya.
छात्रा लिखति छात्राः लिखन्ति.
Very good. Chatraha likanti. This is Strilinga, but of course the Kriya Padam does not change based on gender. Something we need to remember. You can go back to the verbs that you have written down. I'll help with this. Who can try? You're going to try translating this from Sanskritam to English. Anuvadata. Balakaha shrunoti. So the boy hears. Balakaha is boy. Shrunoti is shru dhatu, which is hears. Meena Bhagini, Tvitiya Vakyam Karatu.
बालके गच्छतः.
Punaha patatu.
बालिके गच्छतः. Two girls are going.
Very good. Two girls go. Uttamam. Very good, Bhagini.
Thank you.
अध्यापकाः पृच्छन्ति. अध्यापकाः teachers ask. Teachers ask.
Teachers ask. Very good. Agre, ka karoti? Somebody who's not tried.
Namaste Bhagini. Mitrani milanti. Friends milanti give.
Milanti means meet.
Meet. Okay.
So friends
meet.
Go back to your list of Kriya Padas that you have written in your notebook. Rajeshwari Bhagini.
चोरः चोरयति. Thief steals.
The thief steals. Uttamam. Next one.
Two flowers bloom.
Very good. Two flowers bloom. Very good. Uttamam. Now you have to translate it to Samskritam. Go back to your... I'll help with the verbs if you have not written everything down. We can try. So, son plays. Daya Bhagini?
पुत्रः क्रीडति.
Playing is kridanam. So, kridati. Putraha kridati. Very good. Sharada Bhagini?
Mahilau.
Say that one more time, Bhagini.
Mahilau.
Why is it Mahilau?
Ladies, Mahila, Mahilo,
Mahila?
Mahila, Mahilo, Mahilyaha, Mahilaha.
Go back to your Balaka table. Balakaha, say that. Balakaha.
Balakaha, Balako, Balakaha. Mahilaha, Mahilo, Mahilaha.
Balakaha, Balakau, Balakaha. What gender is this?
Pullinga.
Pullingaha. Now next, Balika. How does Balika decline? Balika.
Balika, Balikaha, Balike, Balikaha.
What gender is this?
Strilinga.
Very good. Now, Mahila is Pullingaha or Strilingaha?
According to these words, actually Pullinga.
How Pullinga?
Mahila means ladies, no?
Now when you're saying Mahila, no? You're not saying Mahila.
Yeah.
Mahila is the Pratipadikam there. So
yes.
Mahila will become Mahila.
Mahile. Mahilaha.
Very good. So Mahila, Mahile, Mahilaha. So now laughing, what is the verb?
Hasanti.
Correct. So has is the dhatu there. So tell me all the three. Hasati.
Hasati, Hasataha, Asanti.
Very good. Now, is it what vachanam is this? Singular, dual, or bahu?
Singular.
Look at the sentence.
Dual vachanam.
Dvivachanam.
Two ladies laugh.
Two ladies laugh. So, now tell me the namapada first. Namapada means noun. Who is laughing?
Ladies.
Two ladies. So, two ladies, what will the word be?
Balike. Oh, sorry. Mahile.
Mahile. Very good. Now, laughing. Go ahead.
Laugh. Mahile. Hasa. Mahile hasa.
Mahile.
Hasa.
Now you told me for has dhatu, how does it decline? Hasati, hasataha, hasanti. So which is the dual there?
Hasati.
Hasati is?
Dual verb.
Go back to your table. Hasati is?
Oh, sorry. Ekvachanam.
Ekvachanam. So what is dvivachanam there?
Hasataha.
So it will become Mahile.
Hasataha.
Very good. Mahile.
Mahile hasataha.
That's all. So you need to connect the namapada with the kriya padam with the corresponding vachanam. Just like in English. In Tamil also we say, right? Avan vandan, avargal vandargal. When you say avan vandan, you say vandan, vandal. But you say vandargal or varigindrargal. When it is plural, it changes. Similarly, in Sanskritam also, it changes. Except that in Sanskritam, we also have dvivachanam. So, dvivachanam also will take the corresponding dvivachanam kriyapadam form in that specific purusha. Next one. Bhuvana Bhagini.
Reverse flow. Reverse, it's plural. So nadi, nadyau, nadyaha, nadyaha, nadya, nadi, nadyau, nadya.
Go back to your table in your notebook.
Nadyaha.
Nadi, nadyau, nadyaha. Very good. So, you have correctly said this is plural. Reverse is plural. So nadi, nadyau, nadyah. Very good. Now flow. Do you know the
Dhavati.
no, flow is bahati.
Bhati.
Bahati. 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 So nadyah.
Vahati. Vahataha. Vahanti.
Very good.
Nadyah Vahanti.
Very good. Nadyah Vahanti. Excellent. Nadyah Vahanti. Meena Bhagini?
She goat gazes. Great. Aja. Charati.
Very good. Aja Charati. Charati means grazing. Very good. Radha Bhagini?
Phalani.
The ekavachanam is patati.
Padanti.
Very good. Phalani.
Phalani.
Patanti. Not padanti, it is patanti. You have to say
Patanti.
Patanti. And try not to say the dirgha. Phalani patanti. That is wrong. It is phalani patanti. The ending is rasva, which is the short vowel form there. Ram Mahodaya?
Let's see here. Putre. Putre.
Tell me one daughter.
One daughter is Putri.
Putri. So it declines like
sorry.
what?
Putriau.
Putriau. Very good.
Putriau. What is it? Vasati? Sorry, speak. Is it Vasat? Vadati, sorry. Vadati. So Vadati becomes Vadataha.
Very good. Putriau Vadataha. Very good. Uttam. Okay. So I think I'll take questions. So just to summarize, we'll go back to the table here. System is very slow today. So you have the present tense, which is lat lakara, and lakaras are only for kriya padas, which are the verbs. So present tense for third person declines as pathati, pathatah, pathanti. Now, verbs do not change based on gender, but they change based on the vachanam, the number, or the purushaha, which is the person, which is first person, second person, third person. In English, whatever we call as third person is called prathama purushaha in Sanskritam. So it is flipped. Prathama purushaha. So each of the nama pada that we have learned, pullingaha, strilingaha, napumsakalingaha, can be correspondingly joined to form with the verb to form a sentence. So how do you form the vakyam? Balakaha patati. Balakau patataha. Balakaha patanti. Same goes with asti, staha, santi. So is, two are, and many are. A-R-E-R. So balika asti, balike staha, balikaha santi. Grihini pathati, grihinyau patataha, grihinyaha Pathanti. Mitram likhati. Mitre likhataha. Mitrani likhanti. So we have learned to form simple sentences using one namapada and one kriyapada. Namapadam and the kriyapadam are in sync according to the vachanam. Ekavachanam with ekavachanam, dvivachanam with dvivachanam, and bahuvachanam with bahuvachanam. We also learned kriyapadas today, a few kriyapadas which you take time to learn. Just with practice, if you just open the book and look at the first chapter, you will see a lot of kriyapadams that we have introduced today, which are defined there. I think maybe a couple of extra ones might be there. Yatrikaha, atati. Atati means wanders, which slowly we can build. But the root of the kriyapada is called dhatuhu, and based on the dhatu, the lakara is formed. Most of the time for pathati, khadati, dhavati, it just becomes path, dhav, khad. Sometimes the roots are different. Like for example, pibati, it is pa dhatu. Dadati, it is da dhatu. Janati, it is nya dhatu. Pashyati, it is drish dhatu. The dhatu might be different. Don't be overwhelmed about what is the dhatu for now. Just know a few verbs, and for the verbs, write the Prathama Purushaha in 3 forms and form simple sentences. The boy runs. Balakaha dhavati. 2 boys run. Balakau dhavataha. Many boys are running. Many boys run. Balakaha dhavanti. Mother cooks. Janani pachati. Jananyau pachataha. Pachanam means cooking. Pachataha. Jananyaha pachanti. So, you can try forming simple sentences. Asti staha santi is used when you want to say there is somebody, is, when you are using is in your sentence. The book is there. Pustakam tatra asti. Whenever the English sentence has is or are, A-R-E-R, then you will use asti staha sat. Any other questions?
Bhagini, I still come back to the question that I asked. Maybe I'm missing something here. For the roots that are not straightforward, like tishtati has got a sta, how does the thought process helps us to remember that sta? In what way it is helpful? What is the need? In other words, what is the direct need of remembering the roots for difficult roots like that?
Yeah. So for now, you don't have to know the roots.
Okay.
For now, you can just learn the lat lakara ekavachanam, right? Pathati, khadati, dhavati, pipati. For now, you can know this, right? Now, as we move forward, there are certain declensions in verbs, kriyapadas, which will be based on the root.
I see.
At that time, by the time that comes in the 7th or the 8th lesson. So by that time, you would know that this is the root for janati, because you would have come across that verb so many times in the first 6, 7 chapters that you know. Now, sometimes even by looking at, even today, when I look, I've completed 4 levels. I've been teaching for the past 3 years until the 4th level. Sometimes I look at Kriya Padam and I don't know the root. So I go back to Ashtadhyayi, look up the Kriya Padam and try to understand what is the root. That's all.
I
So
see.
you can't know all the roots. There are like 2,000, 3,000 roots that are available, dhatus available, and the declensions. We can't know it all. But we can know some basic ones that we will come across in sentences that you see in Pravesha level. And later when we'll come across some what we call as pratyayas. At that time, these dhatus will come handy. So the concept of dhatu, I am just introducing for you to understand that there is something called a root word from which the verbs are declined. That's all.
Oh, great, great. Dhanyavada. Dhanyavada.
So at this point, focus on, at least until this class, it will be Pratama Purushaha, Patati, Patataha, Patanti, Dhavati, Dhavataha, Dhavanti, Yachati, Yachataha, Yachati. So the verb Vahati, Vahataha, Vahanti, Namati, Namataha, Namanti, Nayati, Nayataha, Nayanti, Gachati, Gachataha, Gachanti. So these verbs that we have introduced today, the three forms, which is the third person or the Pratama Purushaha, right? That's all. Any other questions? Okay, I'll give homework which covers verbs and framing sentences. Try that homework, and next class, which we won't have class on Tuesday, we will have class next Thursday. So next Thursday, I will need some volunteers who can come and present Sukti. Let me open the list that we have. 1 second. Saroja aunty, you have a question? Yes, aunty, chalo. So, 1 second. So we need somebody to take up Sukti, Katha, Prahelika. I think there are 2 shlokas, I think. 1 Subhashitam and Vangmaya Parichayaha. So can I have some names? You can read what is given in the book. If you have questions, you can message me. Just present what is given in the book. So Suktihi, Arabdham, Uttamajanaha, Na Parityajanti. So try looking up the meaning for each of those words and Parityajanti. So you can come and say, this is Bahuvachanam because it is Janaha. So this is a Bahuvachanam. So more and more you present, the learning will be deeper. Similarly, there is a Katha, Pandita story. There is a Prahelika, which is riddle. You can come prepared and come and present. Can I have some names that I can write down? Daya Bagni will do Katha. Who can do Sukti? Ram Mahodaya will do. I think there are 2 shlokas, I believe. So you can take 1. Ganga Bagni can do the Prahelika. Dakshayani Bagni, what can you do? The first lesson doesn't have numbers. I think it only has Sukti, Katha, Prahelika, Shloka. You can do Dakshayani Bagni, you can do the second Shloka. Ram Mahodaya, you can do the first one, and Dakshayani Bagni, you can do the second one. You don't need Padaparichayaha or anything like that. You can just read the Shloka a couple of times and then explain the meaning in English. That is more than enough at this level. And stick to what is given in the book. That has been my request for every level, to every student. Don't go beyond what is given in the book, because what is intuitive to you or what you are researching might be overwhelming for another student who is just starting out. So I definitely don't want somebody to be scared by when somebody else is presenting way beyond the level. It can give them a severe inferiority complex. And as a teacher, I should not be encouraging that. So if you're going beyond what is given in the book, I will stop you in class and not let you present further. So make sure that you stick to what is given in the book and stick to the level that we are right now. Srividya Bhagini, you can do the Sukti. Shanta Bhagini, you can do the Subhashitam. Ganga Bhagini, can you do the Vangmaya? Let one more person can do the Prahelika. Prahelika is very easy. Did I miss anybody else? So for now, I have Daya Bhagini, Ram Mahodaya, Ganga Bhagini, Dakshayani Bhagini, Srividya Bhagini, Shanta Bhagini, and then we need one volunteer for Prahelika. Yes. The set, whatever you see here, it is there for every chapter. I will create an Excel sheet where people can start signing up so that we don't have to do it in class. Because it is the first class, I'm taking down the names here. Meena Bhagini, thank you. You can do the Prahelika. So I will type this out and post it in the group. I will have the slides with me. So the slide will have Sukti, the slide would have the Katha typed out. So come to the class, explain the story. If you can do Vyakaranam, right? Panditaha. So you can Ekaha Panditaha Asti. So you can say Panditaha is a Namapada. It is Ekavachanam. Pullingaha. And Asti is the Kriya Padam. Again, it is Ekavachanam, right? So you can, to an extent where it is not too boring, you can do the Vakya Vichedanam, which is, and Vakya Parikshilanam. You can explain the sentences and you can try figuring out whether this is a Pullinga Pada, Strilinga Pada. Now, in the first chapter, there will be sentences which have vibhaktis, which we have not covered right now. That is okay. Just explain the story and from the story. So how do we normally do when we start reading comprehension as a child, right? Like in first standard, second standard, simple passages would be given and they would ask us to, there will be a question answer after that. So from the question, we will underline a word, we will look for that word in the passage, right? And then go look for that word, oh, that sentence is the answer. So at this level, that is how we will do. Panditaha kutra vasati. Ekaha panditaha Kashi Nagaryam vasati. So vasati, we will underline vasati, panditaha and panditaha vasati. Which line has both panditaha and vasati? That is the answer. So that is how we start reading comprehension, right? We just look at the question. We might not understand the meaning at all, but then we try to relate the question with the paragraph using the words in the question. So think of, when you're starting, think like that. I don't know the meaning. I don't know which vibhakti. I don't know how this is declined. It is as though we are all in first standard trying to do simple reading comprehension. That is how you would teach your daughter, your children or your grandchildren, right? Inge endu or word paru and the word reading comprehension la enga irukku paru, and then underline that line. That is the answer for the question. So go in a similar. So if you don't have a book, you have to register. You have to register with Samskrita Bharati and you have to get it. If you have registered and you're waiting, you wait and you can do the subsequent chapters. Okay, so I will type out these names and for subsequent chapters, set of new people, right? Like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 people, another set of 7 people who have not signed up, right? You can come and present. I will help you in class. If something doesn't work, I will help you in class. But the more you try to, in fact, I learned more from teaching. When after I completed Pravesha, when I was studying Parichaya, which is level 2, I taught Pravesha. That is when I understood Pravesha more. When I was doing Siksha, I taught Parichaya. So every level I was doing, I was teaching the previous level, which is what made the Vyakaranam part strong. Because when you're teaching, you will read a little more and you have to understand a little more. Yes, all the Pravesha book is the same throughout India, correct? It's not different. It's the same. Okay. We'll end class. I will post a homework. We don't have class next Tuesday. We will meet next Thursday. And we will quickly revise Kriya Padam and Nama Padam, Sarvanama Padam. I'll just take like 10 minutes to revise. And we will have these members come and present. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Hari Om Tat Sat. Dhanyavadaha. Shubhadinam.